As the heir of a wealthy, prestigious family, I started taking over the family business at 15. By 17, I had grown the family enterprise to be worth 10 billion. At 19, I was put in charge of the group's most core businesses. Yet on the 20th birthday banquet day for me and my twin, older brother, it was also the day of G Group's power handover. But Grandpa took the red sandalwood seal symbolizing the family head identity and handed it to my useless brother who only eats, drinks, and fools around. I watched my brother take the seal triumphantly and even pat my shoulder hypocritically, while my fiancée toasted him shyly. I finally realized they only value the so-called eldest legitimate grandson. In that case, it's totally reasonable that I announced giving up inheritance right on the spot and took all the core teams I built myself with me. Isn't it? In the banquet hall of the G family's old mansion, the crystal chandelier refracts dazzling light, making everyone's face look hypocritical and blurry. Today is the 20th birthday of my brother Ji Yang and I. It is also the day of G Group's power handover. I, Ji Yan, have been raised as the heir since childhood. Everyone thought that tonight, Grandpa would pass the family head position to me. I held a wine glass, with a decent smile on my lips, accepting congratulations from all sides. I nodded in greeting one by one, but my eyes rested on Grandpa sitting in the main seat. He was wearing a dark red tang suit, looking hale and hearty, rubbing that dark wooden box in his hand, which holds the power of the G family inside. The MC was giving a lively opening speech on the stage. The atmosphere was heightened to the peak. Finally, Grandpa stood up. The whole venue went silent instantly. He cleared his throat, his voice loud and clear. Today is the 20th birthday of my two grandsons, and it is also the day for this old man to retire. He paused for a moment, his gaze sweeping across the whole audience, and finally landing on me, with a trace of complicated emotion I couldn't understand. My heartbeat sped up slightly. According to the G family rules, the family head position is passed to the eldest legitimate grandson. My heart sank heavily. The eldest legitimate grandson. Ji Yang and I are twins. He was born only 3 minutes earlier than me. Just because of these 3 minutes, all my efforts in the past 20 years will come to nothing. I saw Grandpa open the wooden box, take out that heavy seal. Then he walked past me, towards Ji Yang, who was standing next to me, with a casual slacker look on his face. Ji Yang, starting from today, you are the head of the G family and the chairman of G Group. Remember, you are the eldest grandson. You have to take on this responsibility. Ji Yang was stunned for a second. Then wild joy flooded his face. He almost snatched the seal over. Thank you, Grandpa. I will definitely do that. The whole venue fell dead silent. Everyone's gazes were like searchlights, all focusing on my face at the same time. There was sympathy, there was mockery. There were people taking pleasure in my misfortune. The muscles on my face went stiff. I could barely hold that decent smile. Right at this moment, an extremely clear voice exploded in my mind. Ha ha ha! I won! I fucking knew it. Being born 3 minutes earlier makes me the crown prince. That idiot Ji Yan. Studied so much, ran so many projects, worked his ass off, and ended up paving the way for me. This is so damn awesome. I jerked my head up to look at Ji Yang. He was holding the seal high, with undisguised pride and arrogance on his face. Yet he said to me, little brother, I will need your help a lot in the future. We brothers work together. That voice was his inner thought. I never knew that I could actually hear his inner thoughts. Maybe the extreme humiliation and anger at this moment triggered some hidden ability of mine. Ji Yang walked over and patted my shoulder hard, the force of his pat full of showing off. Look at his dead, pale face. That's so fucking funny. He's been acting all proper since we were kids. Thought he had it in the bag. Pfft. In the old man's heart, I'm the most important one. My nails dug deep into my palm. Just then, my fiancée, Lu Ruyan, walked towards Ji Yang, holding a wine glass gracefully. She was wearing the high-end custom dress I bought for her, with a shy blush on her face, her eyes shining with affection. Congratulations, brother Ji Yang. Let me toast you. She didn't even dare to glance at me. I heard her inner thought. Luckily, my mom reminded me, you pick the older one when it comes to twins. So what if Ji Yan is super capable? The G family is such an old-fashioned, stuffy clan. What they value most is strict seniority order. Thank goodness I picked the right side. I'll be the wife of G Group's chairman soon. Oh, so that's what this is all about. Turns out in everyone's eyes, all my worth can't even compare to that ridiculous 3-minute age gap. The so-called rules, the so-called traditions, are just excuses for them to protect useless people and suppress those who are actually capable. I watched Ji Yang chug the toast Lu Ruyan offered him. He even deliberately rubbed the pad of his finger across the back of her hand. I watched Grandpa stroke his beard contentedly, like he'd made the wisest possible decision. I watched the surrounding relatives crowd around Ji Yang, spouting endless flattery, as if I was just an irrelevant backdrop. The rage in my chest burned away my last bit of reason. I unclenched my tight fist and slowly started to laugh. The laugh wasn't loud, but it was like a stone dropped into a calm lake, making all the noise stop abruptly. I picked up the microphone and walked up to the stage. The lights focused on me again. Thank you, all guests, for attending the birthday party for my brother and me. I deliberately emphasized the word brother. Grandpa is right. The G family has its own set of rules. Grandpa nodded in satisfaction. Good, you know your place. Support your brother well from now on, and you won't miss out on benefits. Ji Young had an amused waiting for the show look on his face. Keep acting, keep faking it. Let's see how long you can keep this up. I looked around the entire room, my voice clear and firm. Since the G family values the rule of eldest heir so much, then I, the second son, should know my proper place. I, Ji Young, hereby publicly announce that I voluntarily give up all inheritance rights of the G family and leave G Group without taking a single cent. That one sentence shocked the entire room. Grandpa shot up and pointed at me, trembling with rage. You! What nonsense are you spouting? I ignored him and continued speaking. Additionally, the core team of the sailing project, which I founded and am fully responsible for, all project data, client resources, and 3-year development plan, are all my personal intellectual property, so it's only normal that they leave with me. After that, I dropped the microphone and turned to leave immediately. When I passed by Ji Yang, I heard his panicked inner voice. What? He's taking the team with him. What the hell is the sailing project? Isn't that a company project? No, that's not allowed. He tried to stop me. I just gave him a cold glance. Show some respect, master of the house. Behind me, in another corner of the banquet hall, a young man in a suit stood up. That's my most capable assistant, Lin Zhou. He picked up the coat on his chair and said calmly to the people at the 2 tables behind him, Boss G is leaving. What are we still doing here? Pack up your things. Report to the new location tomorrow. Yes, sir. Over 20 people from the 2 tables stood up in unison. They are all core members of G Group's tech department, marketing department, and project department. They followed me and walked towards the door without looking back. The entire banquet hall went deadly silent. Only my deadbeat older brother was left, holding a scorching hot seal, along with Grandpa's livid face. I walked out of the gate of the old G family mansion. The cool evening wind blew away the sickening perfume smell from the banquet hall. Lin Zhou quickly caught up with me and put a coat over my shoulders. Boss G, the car is ready. I nodded and got into the back seat. The more than 20 core team members behind me got into the following cars one after another. No one asked any extra questions. They just showed their stance with actions. I recruited all these people myself during graduation season from various major universities and trained them all single-handedly. We pulled countless all-nighters together and overcame countless difficulties. Our mutual trust has long surpassed the ordinary superior-subordinate relationship. The car drove smoothly out of the wealthy neighborhood. I watched the G family mansion get smaller in the rearview mirror. That used to be the place I thought was my home. Just then my phone started vibrating like crazy. It's Grandpa calling. I hung up right away and blocked his number. Next, it was Ji Yang calling. I hit the answer button. Jie. Are you insane? Get your ass back here right now. Watch your mouth, head of the G family. We're not brothers anymore. Just regular business rivals. Rivals? What makes you think you can be my rival? Don't you forget. The clothes you're wearing, the money you spend from your cards, all of it is G family's money. Let me tell you. I already told Grandpa to freeze all your cards. Let's see how you're gonna support that bunch of people. Thanks for the heads up. But I think the bonuses I earned on my own, plus investment returns, are more than enough for me to start my own business. I hung up right after I said that. Q-Yum had no idea. Ever since I turned 18, I've been using project bonuses plus personal investments I made in my spare time to save up a pretty big sum of startup capital. I never pin all my hopes on other people, not even family. Turns out I was right. Soon Liu Ruyan called me too. Hey Yan, don't be impulsive. I know you're hurting right now, but Grandpa's old. You can't make him this angry. Come back soon and apologize to him. There's still room to fix this. Room to fix this. Liu Ruyan, that wasn't what you thought. When you toasted Ji Yang just now, was it? She froze up immediately on the other end of the line. I did that to help ease the tension for you. You know that you're the only one in my heart. Oh, really? Then you can replace that person in your heart with the new head of the G family now. We're done. I hung up the phone and blocked her number too. The world was finally quiet. Lin Zhou passed me a tablet from the front seat. Mr. G, this is the follow-up plan for the sailing project that our team sorted out overnight, plus the registration process for our new company. Please take a look. I took the tablet. Looking at the dense text and data on it, my heart that had gone cold from betrayal warmed up a little again. The company's name is Shinki Tech. Lin Zhou's eyes lit up. Great name. A fresh start. We rented an entire floor of office space in the city center overnight. Early the next morning, when employees of G Group found that all core members of the tech department and marketing department had vanished altogether. The whole company went into chaos. Ji Young sat in the chairman's office, facing urgent reports from department heads. His head was pounding. What? The collaboration project with Fenghua Company needs the final version submitted today. Where's the person in charge? Hey, he left with Jin Yan yesterday. What about the online promotion for the West City real estate project? It's launching next week. Mr. Liu, Manager Lee from the marketing department in charge of this project. He left too. Through the old contacts I planted in G Group, I listened to the commotion in the meeting room in real time. These ungrateful bastards. What the hell did Ji Yan put in their heads? Fine, let them leave. The world doesn't stop spinning without anyone. Hire new people. Spend as much as you need to poach people. Soon the HR department of G Group started hiring like crazy on the market. But they soon found out all the truly capable people shook their heads and refused right away. When they heard they had to take over the mess Ji Yan left behind, everyone knows. The sailing project was built entirely by Ji Yan. The technical barriers and market network inside it can only be understood by his core team. Outsiders have no clue at all. 3 days later, G Group's stock price dropped by 10% right after the news of core team leaving. And key project stalling came out. Ji Young was overwhelmed with troubles. While our Xinki Tech was already officially established, on the opening day of Xinki Tech, there was no grand ceremony. Just us, over 20 founding employees, popped a bottle of champagne in the brand new office. Everyone. We built the empire for G Group in the past. Starting today, we build the future for ourselves. Everyone was in high spirits, fire glowing in their eyes. All these people are elites in tech and marketing fields, freed from the rigid management system of G Group. Their creativity was greatly unleashed. The first thing we did was to turn the core product of the sailing project, a brand new smart home product, optimize and upgrade the control system, and prepare to launch it ahead of schedule. This product was originally the flagship project of G Group for the second half of the year. Now it will be the perfect weapon for our Xinki Tech to make a stunning debut in the market. Meanwhile, G Group is in total chaos. The so-called experts Ji Yang poached with high salaries are completely helpless with the half-finished code from the sailing project. They spouted nonsense to Ji Yang during the meeting. With all due respect, the code architecture left by the previous team is straight-up garbage. It's a wild fantasy, with no commercial value at all. Even its underlying logic is flawed. We recommend scrapping it and starting over. Listening to the recording sent by our insider, I could barely hold back a laugh. They call it garbage just because they can't understand it. And that idiot Ji Yang actually believed them, so Ji Yan worked on it for all this time. Just to make this piece of garbage. And you still treat it like a treasure. Fine, scrap it and start over. Humph, I'll show them who the real genius is. So Ji Yang signed off without hesitation and approved the new team's proposal, abandoning the 90% completed work we already finished, to start from scratch. This decision directly means G Group will have to put at least tens of millions more in R&D costs and half a year more time into this project. Grandpa has stepped back from frontline management, but nothing happening in the company gets past him. He called Ji Yang to the old family mansion and gave him a severe scolding. You little bastard. Do you know what starting over means? It means all the investment we put in the first half of the year is totally wasted. Xu Yan retorted stubbornly. Grandpa, all the new experts said, what Ji Yan left is just a flashy empty shell. You can't always think he's perfect at everything, right? He's our enemy now. The old man is just biased. Even at this point, he's still protecting Ji Yan. I have to make some real achievements to show him who's right. In the end, Grandpa couldn't talk him out of it, so he just sighed and let him do as he pleased. And I seized this once-in-a-lifetime time gap. A month later, Xinki Tech held its first product launch event. I stood under the spotlight and personally presented our Qiming smart home system to all the media and potential partners. The Qiming system will redefine your life. It's not just a controller. It's a smart butler that truly understands you. With far smoother experience, user-friendly design, and stronger compatibility than all similar products on the market, Qiming took the entire tech industry by storm right after launch. On the day of the launch, we signed strategic cooperation agreements with 3 top domestic home decoration companies, with total order value exceeding 50 million yuan. Xinki Tech became famous overnight. Our office phone was ringing off the hook. Meanwhile, G Group had just finished the preliminary framework of their new plan. When Ji Yang saw me looking confident and energetic on the news and saw all the dazzling functions of the Qiming system, he was so furious that he smashed his favorite antique vase in the office. Impossible, this can't be real. Isn't this the plan I scrapped? How could he polish it to perfection in just 1 month? He finally realized he was conned by those so-called experts. What he thought was garbage is actually market-disrupting gold, and he threw that gold into the trash with his own hands. G Group's stock price plummeted again right after. The uncles on the board, who originally supported, Grandpa started complaining loudly. Old chairman, look at the mess we're in now. As soon as Jian left, the company's core business is almost paralyzed. And now it gets worse. They took our project and became our direct competitor. What kind of nonsense is this? Grandpa sat at the head of the table, his face dark with rage. That ungrateful brat Ji Yun thinks he's all grown up now. How dare he bite the hand that feeds him? He has no idea. This is just the beginning. The success of the chimming system has helped Sinky Tech gain a firm foothold in the industry. We followed up on our victory and expanded the market rapidly. In less than 3 months, we took 30% of the domestic high-end smart home market share. The company's valuation also shot up, like a rocket. Meanwhile, G Group fell into an unprecedented crisis. Jiang started making desperate, reckless decisions. He started making reckless investments in all sectors, trying to find new growth points. One day he fell for a so-called master's claim that the metaverse is the future and poured 100 million into building virtual social platforms. The next day he trusted some influencer who said live stream e-commerce makes the most money. So he threw another 50 million into putting together a team. But as it turned out, all these projects lost every single penny without exception. The company's cash flow was drained rapidly. I could clearly perceive through his inner thoughts. Every single stupid decision he made, he never had on his mind how to run the company properly. He only cared about taking shortcuts and satisfying his own vanity and selfish desires. Such a huge conglomerate was treated by him as nothing but a playground for his personal fantasies. One day I was going through documents in my office. I got a call from someone totally unexpected. It was Liu Ruyan's mother, Aunt Liu. Hey, Xiaoyan, this is Auntie. Her voice sounded 100 times warmer than before. Is something wrong? Oh, come on, kiddo. Why are you being so distant with me? Are you free tonight? I booked a table at Tianyue Mansion. You and Ruyan haven't seen each other for ages. Come have a meal and catch up. Before I could reply, I heard her inner thoughts where she barely held back her excitement. This kid's a total up-and-comer now. Xingchai Tech's valuation is almost catching up to the G Group's. Ruyan was so stupid. How could she break up with him? I have to get them back together fast. Once they get married. Xingqi Group will be half owned by our Liu family, right? What a clever little scheme she had. I let out a cold sneer. No need. I have nothing to do with Liu Ruyan anymore. Besides, I'm very busy. Oh, don't be like that, Xiaoyan. Ruyan still has feelings for you. Ji Yang forced her to break up with you last time. How could a girl like her fight someone like Ji Yang? She had her own difficulties. Oh, really? What difficulties could she have? The difficulty of not becoming the chairman's wife sooner. The other end of the line went silent immediately. Aunt Liu probably didn't expect me to be this blunt with my words. A few seconds passed before she let out 2 awkward, forced laughs. Xiaoyan, you must have misunderstood. Whether I misunderstood or not, you and your daughter know perfectly well. Don't ever call me again, or I can't guarantee that the Liu Group's stock price will end up like the G Group's and look absolutely terrible. I hung up straight away. When dealing with such bootlickers, any politeness is a waste of time. Only the most direct threats work. Sure enough, after that, the Liu family never bothered me again, and Liu Ruyan wasn't having a good time either. Ji Young was out partying nonstop, and had long forgotten about his backup girl Ruyan. The Liu family had backed the wrong horse, so their status in the circle crashed hard. Rumor has it Liu Ruyan tried multiple times to approach me at various banquets, but got stopped every time by my bodyguards. I didn't even bother to glance at her. Some people once missed are gone forever, and I don't have time to waste on these boring people in trivial matters. My goal is to completely take down the rotten, stubborn G Group that only cares about so-called blood ties and seniority. The G Group's financial situation had already reached a critical point. Ji Yang's reckless investments were like a bottomless pit that swallowed up huge amounts of the company's capital. On top of that, the shrinking core business made the group's revenue drop off a cliff. Banks started demanding loan repayments, and suppliers came knocking one after another asking for payment. Ji Young finally panicked. He had no solutions at all, so he ran back to the old family home to beg Grandpa for help. In the study, Grandpa looked at the latest financial report, his hands shaking with rage. In less than half a year? What have you done to the company? The Ji family's 100-year legacy is about to be destroyed at the hands of you, this good-for-nothing. Ji Yang knelt on the floor, snotty and crying his eyes out. Grandpa, I was wrong. I was really wrong. Help me one more time. Just this last time? The old man definitely has secret savings. If he's willing to take it out, the company can pull through. Once we're back on track, I can definitely turn things around. Grandpa closed his eyes, his face full of exhaustion and disappointment. He was silent for a long time before speaking. There's another way. What way? Ji Yang looked like he'd grabbed a lifeline. Go beg Ji Yin. Grandpa's voice was thick with reluctance. Tell him to come back. As long as he's willing to come back, I'll give him the clan head seal. I'll make you his deputy. At this point, he's finally willing to swallow his pride. Too bad it's too late. The second Ji Yang heard this, he immediately blew up. No way, absolutely not. Make me go beg him, and make me his deputy? What gives?